Good morning, guys. Our topic for today is human impact on ecosystems. Human activities are causing the degradation of the environment through the depletion of resources like air, water, and soil. But the destruction that is causing these human activities basically is destruction of ecosystems and habitats, extinction of wildlife, also pollution in the environment, among others. The first aspect that I want to talk about is overpopulation. Overpopulation is because most of the inhabitants that exist in a country is increasing in numbers. With a total amount of 7.7 billion of people in the world, the natural resources are starting to be scarce because humans need water, they need air, they need oxygen, and many human resources and natural resources in order to survive. Some of the consequences that are causing the overpopulation in the world: first, the climate is changing. Second, there is a massive production of animals in order to be consumed, so they do not use normal methods in order to produce the food. They are starting to use any other methods that are not natural processes. And the last one is that the overpopulation around the world is causing a lot of levels of poverty in the world. But what is deforestation? Deforestation is the cutting down of trees in big forest areas in order to build cities, to grow crops, and in order to get or to produce wood, raise animals, and among many other reasons. It means less water. With few amounts of trees in the earth, the water vapor that go to the atmosphere is less. It means that it's not going to rain in the same amount as if we have a lot of trees, and it can affect the agricultural processes and the wildlife. It means less oxygen. Plants absorb the carbon dioxide to produce oxygen through the process of photosynthesis. It means deforestation can cause or can impact negatively in the production of oxygen that goes to the atmosphere because it increases the amount of carbon dioxide. So this phenomena is related with the global warming. Next to this, I'm gonna show you a video about what is global warming.
Human activities, from pollution to overpopulation, are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us. The main cause is a phenomenon known as the greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, let the sun's light in, but keep some of the heat from escaping, like the glass walls of a greenhouse. The more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped, strengthening the greenhouse effect and increasing the Earth's temperature. Human activities, like the burning of fossil fuels, have increased the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. The rapid increase in greenhouse gases in the atmosphere has warmed the planet at an alarming rate. While Earth's climate has fluctuated in the past, atmospheric carbon dioxide hasn't reached today's levels in hundreds of thousands of years. Climate change has consequences for our oceans, our weather, our food sources, and our health. Ice sheets, such as Greenland and Antarctica, are melting. The extra water that was once held in glaciers causes sea levels to rise and spills out of the oceans, flooding coastal regions. Warmer temperatures also make weather more extreme. This means not only more intense major storms, floods, and heavy snowfall, but also longer and more frequent droughts. These changes in weather pose challenges. Growing crops becomes more difficult. The areas where plants and animals can live shift, and water supplies are diminished. In addition to creating new agricultural challenges, climate change can directly affect people's physical health. In urban areas, the warmer atmosphere creates an environment that traps and increases the amount of smog. This is because smog contains ozone particles, which increase rapidly at higher temperatures. Exposure to higher levels of smog can cause health problems such as asthma, heart disease, and lung cancer. While the rapid rate of climate change is caused by humans, humans are also the ones who can combat it. If we work to replace fossil fuels with renewable energy sources like solar and wind, which don't produce greenhouse gas emissions, we might still be able to prevent some of the worst effects of climate change.
Another negative impact is the erosion. But first, what is habitat loss? When a great amount of trees are cut down in an area, it causes that a lot of organisms lose their shelters. Also, they can lose the food sources. They do not have safe spaces in order to reproduce and to produce more offspring. I hope you enjoyed the video about human activities that are causing a negative impact on ecosystems in order to create a consciousness that we need to change our daily activities to coexist with the other species of plants and animals. Thanks for watching.